Hello everyone, I'm Chef Joe. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make spaghetti and meatballs. Now this might not be the little Italian grandma's recipe. Is it authentic? Probably not, but this is the way I like to do it. So without further ado, let's make spaghetti and meatballs. For this recipe, we're going to need a hot skillet. We're going to need about a quarter cup of olive oil. I have one celery diced up. I have one onion diced up. I have one carrot diced up. I have about, say 3 cloves of garlic here. I have a little bit of fresh oregano from my garden. It smells really, really good. I have some basil, and I have some toasted fennel seeds. I also have 1 can of these Cento crushed tomatoes, and I have some passata in case we need to add a little bit more. And I have a little bit of beef broth. So, first thing I want to do is put some olive oil on the skillet. We're going to start sauteing these vegetables. Turn it down just a little bit. Onions and celery, carrots. Let's get those cooked up a little bit. Now this is a 2-part recipe. First we're going to make the red sauce, then I'm going to make the meatballs. I'll show you how to do that. From all that sauteing, I'm going to take this basil, pull them off the stems. You can chop the stems if you want to, it's okay. I like to do it like this. Roll up the basil and just kind of run your knife through it. Chop it up a little bit more. There we go. And then this nice little oregano we'll put in there. That's fine. Okay, now I'm going to add the garlic to it. Well, I tell you, once the garlic hits the pan, it smells so good. Ah, garlic. Gotta love the garlic. Let's see, I think I might add a little bit of crushed red pepper flake to this, give it a little bit of spice. Probably about, a quarter to a half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. Okay, so now I'm going to add my crushed tomatoes. See, what I like to do, take a little bit of this beef broth you have here, pour inside the pan, swirl it around to get all that out of there. pour it in. There you go. I'm also going to add a little bit of this passata, because the thing about this is great because you can use half the bottle and then you can just put the top back on there, put it back in the fridge for another use. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I might make some pizza with my kids. Okay, so we're going to add this oregano to it. This basil can go in there. The fennel seeds. About a little bit of crushed red pepper. Not too much. Give it a little bit of heat. I'm going to add the rest of this beef broth. Stir it all in. I know a lot of you are saying, why did he put carrots and celery in there? I'm going to show you there's a trick to it. There's a method to the madness. After I make the meatballs, I'll show you what I do. It adds a lot of flavor. Okay, so this is starting to boil right now. I'm going to turn it down so that it don't make a big mess, and I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for a little bit. Let's set up the other ingredients for the meatballs. Here I have a pound of Italian sausage, mild, 1 pound of ground beef. I have some pre-sauteed onions, about a half of an onion and about 3 cloves of garlic. I pre-sauteed that. Have a half a cup of breadcrumbs. I have 1 beaten egg. I got about 1/8 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. And here I got about a half a cup of beef broth, and that's all gonna go in there. Let me get some gloves on because making meatballs could be quite messy. Okay. In goes the onions and garlic, breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, 1 beaten egg, and the beef broth. And we're going to mix all this up. Now, I like to saute my onions and garlic in advance and let them cool off, so I'm not putting hot into my cold meat. And also I like to make my beef broth ahead of time as well and let it cool off. So I'm putting cold products in cold beef. Kind of works better for me that way. That way you don't get anybody sick. Now we're gonna mix it up nice, just like that. Good enough. See, that's why I wear gloves. And then I just pop these off. And use this little scoop. I like to, that way they're all uniform and they cook at the same time. So first of all, I just scoop them out. I didn't put any salt in here because I have the beef stock, so I probably have enough salt in it. I'm not going to put any more salt. Enough for one more here. Okay, now we can set this aside. Now you take the meatball and you just kind of roll it around like that. There. Roll it around. Makes a perfect little meatball. I do like making a little bit of extra meatballs because, like, tomorrow for lunch I can have a meatball sandwich or something. I love meatball sandwich. on a French roll with a little mozzarella cheese and a little marinara sauce on it. Good stuff. Like I said, this is probably not the most authentic way to do it, but it's my way, and it's kind of how I do it. My family likes it. Now, a lot of people would put veal and pork, and ground veal and ground beef and a lot more cheese, but I just keep it simple. Make sure they're not touching, so they can get evenly heated. Okay, you have a preheated oven, and we're going to put them in the preheated oven. 400 degrees for approximately 25 to 30 minutes. I'm going to start off with, I'm going to set my timer for 25. There you go. Now let's check our marinara sauce. Actually, it's not really marinara sauce. I put beef base in it. It's just a red sauce. Ooh, it's bubbling. I better turn it down a little bit more. There we go. Cover that up. I'm gonna go about another 5 to 10 minutes. Let all those flavors get in there. We'll have a little taste. Oh, it's getting there. It's getting there. I might want to add a little bit of salt and pepper. So we season it to taste. Salt and pepper. Now I did put the beef broth in here, and that's got a little bit of salt to it, so you just gotta be careful. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my mess and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, back again, it's been 5 minutes. I have the meatballs in the oven, 400 degrees. And now here's that little trick that I was gonna explain to you. Here's what I do. Now I got all these carrots and celery in there. And you might think I'm crazy for doing that, but I blend it all up with this immersion blender and it just adds like this huge amount of flavor. This is kind of a shallow pan, so I have to tip it to one side so the sauce goes in there and all gets blended. Now let's check it out. Better not put it there. Okay. Oh, that tastes really good. But I think I'm gonna blend it a little bit more. Okay, that's pretty good. Just when I thought that I was gonna come out of this with a clean chef coat, bam, there you go. Anyways, we'll put the lid back on. Now it's ready for our meatballs. Let me clean up this mess and be back in about 15 minutes when those meatballs are done. Bye. Okay, our timer went off. It's been 25 minutes. Let's check out our meatballs. Oh, those look wonderful. There you go. Turn the oven off. Now here's what I do. I have the sauce in here, which is really tasting good. It's nice and smooth and creamy because I blended all those vegetables into the sauce, so it's very, very tasty. Now I'm going to put my meatballs into the sauce. And can you make your meatballs a day ahead? Sure you can. Can you make your sauce a day before? Sure, why not? Get all those flavors married together and get all incorporated into the sauce. It'll taste better. Tastes better the second day. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of swirl them around. And I still have my skillet on low. So what I'm going to do is cover them. Once they get in there, we're going to cover them. And we're going to let them simmer in there for a little while longer. Probably another 45 minutes. Let them get nice and get that flavor get in there. Be back in about 45 minutes. Okay, we're back and our meatballs are done. The only thing left to do is cook our pasta. I have a big pot of salted water boiling. Always use a big pot of water. This is about 6 quarts of water I have in here boiling. Use more water than you think is necessary. Then we're going to take this Checo square spaghetti, number 413, and I'm going to cook it for about 13 minutes. So let's get it in. Just let it melt in there. My kids love this squared spaghetti. They think it's really cool. Let it melt in there. Maybe next time I should make square meatballs go with the square spaghetti. That would be cool. Not. Yeah, always salt your water. That's going to infuse a little bit of flavor into your pasta, but never put oil into your pasta because then your sauce won't stick to your pasta as well. I know a lot of people like to put olive oil in their water. Just stay away from doing that. If you keep twisting it like this, it won't stick. Now I'm going to set my timer. As soon as it boils, I'll set my timer. Okay, it's boiling. I'm going to set my timer for 13 minutes. A lot of times on these packages, it tells you exactly how long to cook the pasta. Cooking time is 13 minutes, al dente is 11. I normally cook a little bit more because my kids, they don't like it more crunchy, so that's what we're going to do. It's time. I live by timers. A wash pot never boils. Always use your timer. Okay, let me shut this off. Let's check the pasta. Perfect. Shut it off. Before I dump the pasta, I'm going to take a little bit of this pasta water, reserve a little bit of this. I'm going to add it to my sauce. There you go. I'm going to go over to the sink and I'm going to drain this. Okay, pasta's drained. Look at those meatballs. Yummy. Let me put this lid down for a second. Let me turn off my meatballs. I want to add some of that pasta water. Back to the sauce. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah. Nice and silky smooth. Look at that. Matter of fact, put a little bit more pasta water in there. Now I'm gonna push the meatballs to one side. And it's gonna expose all the sauce on one side. So I can scoop it out a lot easier. Okay. Take the pasta sauce, put it in your pasta. I like a lot of sauce in my pasta. I don't like a dry pasta. Give it a nice toss. Toss the sauce. And if you think it needs a little bit more, maybe give it a little bit more, it's okay. But I like to leave my meatballs in the sauce. Like that, you see? There we go. Square spaghetti and meatballs. Only the meatballs aren't square. Okay, let me grab my plate. Actually, yeah, just lift it up like this. Put it right in the center, give it a little twist. It falls right down in there. Let me remove this pot. Put it on the back burner here. Put the lid on and keep it warm. Now, let's add a few meatballs. I normally like to do like 5 meatballs. I love meatballs. Put one right there. There you go. 5 meatballs. Now, you have your finishing touches. I have some Parmigiano Reggiano right here. We're just gonna put some nice fresh Parmesan on top of that. That's good. How about a little parsley? The garnish, a little flat leaf Italian parsley. Sprinkle it around the plate like that too. Oh, and let's not forget, when you have pasta, you have to have some red wine, okay? That's the only way to do it. I have this 2002 Todd Taylor Zinfandel from California Shenandoah Valley, 17-acre vineyard, right there. And let's have a taste, shall we? So good. Let's cut one of these meatballs. Look at this. Nice, tender. Wow, so good. Cheers to you. Well, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed watching my video. Please remember to ring the bell and subscribe to my channel. Visit my website at www.chefjoeskitchen.org for more videos and recipes. And remember, food tastes best when it's simple and fresh and loaded with meatballs. Bye.